So right here, we want to come to pages, and this is where you would want to add an about us page. So you want to, or about the artist, hit add, and then you want to type out or paste, if you already have a statement about yourself and your art, this is where you would want to put it. And we can just write test, and then we can save it. And then once we have this page, we can then come to navigation here right below pages. And let's say on the main menu, we want to add the about page. So we would go here, we would go to pages, and then we would click about the artist, and we would click add down here. Let me move my picture. Click add down here, and then now it's on our menu. We can move it up. It's on our main menu. So if we were to go to online store, hold on, let me save first. We could now go to the online store, and we could see here at the top of this main menu, now there's a tab for about the artist, right? The next thing I want to show you is it keeps saying my store. So I want to show you, you come here to store details, right here where it says store name, this is where you'd want to put in your artist name. So mine is Roy Alexander. So I'd want to do that. If you have a phone number you want to add, this is where you would do it. So we're going to click save, and it should update the store detail at some point. Also, the other thing I want to show you here is this is where you can choose your plan if you haven't already. Choose plan. So we already showed you that. So we have 3 days remaining, and we get $1. Then your billing information. Also, quickly want to show you here the payments tab. So I always would just recommend using Shopify payments, and then if you have a PayPal account, you can use that as well. Also, if you have an Amazon account, you're comfortable with using Amazon as a way for payments, this is another option for you as well. But this is where you would set up the way people would pay you. So basically, you would set it up, you would add your bank account information, and then whenever somebody purchases, this is where it would go. Would go to your bank account. So let's see, shipping and delivery. So I know for art, shipping can be expensive. So you would want to spend some time in here, especially if you're just selling domestically in the United States. You want to figure out what it's going to cost you if you're going to use like a local carrier like FedEx or UPS for your pieces, and you can literally choose the carriers in here. I'm not going to get into all this, but if you see down here, UPS, the U.S. Postal Service. So you can set all this up in here. This is a little bit beyond this course today, as well as taxes. Another thing I want to show you, if you're an artist that sells outside the United States, Shopify has a international package. And basically, they've already selected probably the most, the countries that people within the United States sell to the most. So you can actually see here are the countries listed. Most of them are in Europe. There's a few other ones like Israel, and then there's a few in East Asia like Japan, Malaysia, Hong Kong, as well as Australia and New Zealand. So you can literally just click this, and then the other great thing is when you click this, Shopify has an app that will automatically adjust the prices of your work based on the currency in that country. So if somebody's browsing your art in Malaysia, let's say, or Singapore, it's automatically going to adjust the prices to that individual's currency, as well as there's a translation app that they have that's free to install as well. So if somebody's in, let's say, Germany, and they want to read it in German, it'll automatically adjust all the text and translate everything for you. So one of the reasons I really love Shopify is because all this is essentially built in. Another thing is domains. So you can buy a domain through Shopify, and what I recommend is if you're an artist, you probably want to buy your name. If your name's not available, maybe you want to see if you can tack on art or artist or fine art behind it. And then there's some other things here that we're not going to get into, but brand and policies and things like this that you'd want to add at a later date. Now, there's probably some of you that say, hey, Roy, I don't want to just sell original work. So how do I do that? So the other tab I want to show you is this apps tab. And we're going to go here and we're going to actually, there's several companies that do print on demand, but there's one that I like in particular for art, and it's called Gelato. So hopefully we can load up this store and I can demonstrate. Okay. Well, it didn't, let's see, it didn't show up. So let me just search print on demand. There's one that I like, but I can't find it. So let's see. So I'm just going to use one that so Printify and Printful are probably the most popular. And basically what you want to do, let's just choose Printful. And we're going to install this. I just want to show you how this works, because what we can do, and this is a little complicated, so I'm getting a little bit into the weeds here. Let's see if it's going to let me. See if it'll just let me log in. Yeah. So you would sign up for an account, already have one. Then you want to connect your store. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to add my first product, right? And what we want to do is we want to go to home and living. And you see this wall art? So this is where we want to go if we want to do print on demand. So this is probably the most popular. And it goes up to 24 by 36 is the largest size. So there's some other options here. I'm just going to scroll down and show you. If you want to do a poster, you can even do some that come framed. You can do a glossy metal print, so that might be something unique. Thin canvas, so it's like not, yeah, I think this one might be gallery wrap. So we'll click this one. I just want to show you that you can set this up in your Shopify store. So let's just say, let's just use this one since it's already in here. We'll use this abstract art picture, and we'll just hit continue. It looks pretty good to me. It's not perfect, but so they're saying each size needs to be adjusted separately. So you would have to go through, and here's the thing I wanted to show you. So if you sell prints, if you're selling art, one of the things you want to notice is you want to click mock-up, right? So like here's a really good one of the art over the couch. So I always say artists should sell prints because you can essentially sell these into oblivion. Obviously, maybe you want, maybe you don't, maybe you want to do like a limited edition, but let's just pick. let's just pick, let's just do this one. We'll do this one. Actually, we'll do this one. I like this one better. Continue. And we would change all this. The description would be similar to what we had before, but the great thing about here is it adds all the information you need about the product. Always hit that. We could change the tags here again, but we're going to click publish. And so here's another great thing I want to show you too when you're selling prints at these sizes. So here's here's basically what you want to do. So you see here's the printful price. You want to add your margins in, right? Because over here you see the estimated revenue in the green. So, we want to add, we want to make probably at least double what these are, but I would always do triple, right? So let's say this one's $30, so we'll do 99. This one we'll do 99. We'll do 109 for this one. This one is 45, so we would do like 125 or something, and maybe we do that for this one, 135. And see, now we have bigger margins. But the thing about e-commerce and retail, and then we're going to click submit to store. The thing about e-commerce and retail, I know I'm going through this really fast, already 40 minutes, and I had no idea it was going to take this long. But I wanted to show that it is possible to set up print on demand. And so let's see if we go back to our store. So now we have this one called Canvas, right? And so what I was telling you about collections is you could essentially set these up. So the images aren't loaded yet, but you could set up a collection that's just prints. So you could have a collection that's original, and look at this, look how beautiful, look at these pictures. So it shows up. So you can have your originals. So you could have your originals, and then you could sell prints just like this using Printify or Printful, either one. And you could show mock-ups like this. And so this is really a great way. So let's say you have, an original that's priced at like $2,500 or $5,000, but then you want to sell this one maybe for $300. So you'd have still pretty good margins, but it's going to be a lot cheaper. So people could buy this on a gallery wrapped canvas, and it's going to look pretty good. It's not the original, but you could sell this below. You could also, inside your store, you could recommend the print. So if somebody's not ready to buy the original, right below the print, you could have this show up. So I wanted to show this to you because if you're looking to do a really good art portfolio website, these are some options. Now, another thing I want to talk to you about is you want to do SEO. So I haven't really been talking about tags, but you want to add tags. And another thing we also want to do, this is a little bit more advanced, is we want to go into each one of these and we want to update the alt text. So whatever the title of this one is, black, yellow, white, print on canvas, and that was mock-up bedroom. And the reason you want to do this is so when these photos get posted to Google, people can actually find your work, right? So this is a little bit more advanced, but I want to tell you this because also if you go down to the bottom of this page here, you'll see search engine listing. So what we would want to do is we would want to come in here, we want to make sure the product title is what we wanted it to be, and we want to make sure that we're adding in all of our keywords and descriptions so that people can find our artwork organically, right? And that's how you generate free traffic to your site without having to pay for ads. So also, if you look here, there is another product category, posters, prints, and visual artwork. So that's probably going to be our best bet. We'd probably want to categorize even our original pieces for that as well. So this is a really quick overview. There's some other things I want to talk to you about while I'm on here. When it comes